want to see. You coming in here? Leave me a comment. Because we's not giving up. I just want to see. I want to see something. Leave me a comment if you can see this. I'll smell our stuff like pumpkin because we're nearing the beginning of fall. Probably is already first day of fall and it's already passed. I just want to see something. Oh, fully dressed here, so don't have to worry. I need to get a cozy blanket. If you could see this live stream, please let me know because I want to see something. We're only going to be here for a little bit. I just want to see something. I just want to see something. I just want to see something. So I'm looking at the engagement here versus when me going live less than 5 minutes ago. I just want to see something. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. Let's talk because the last time I tested this out, it turned out to be a girl talk. You can hear me now. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Fart is on the floor. I'm not going to share that story about when I first found out about passing gas. I'm not going to do that. It's very inappropriate. I'm not going to do that. You got to manage your gas. It depends on what you're eating. If you're eating them beans and them rice, then you got a good regular digestive system. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Yeah, we're not shaking nothing of the butt part. We're not doing that here. We don't do that here. Hello and hola, ¿cómo estás? Let's see here. Yeah, if you're eating beans and rice, then you know what? No, we're not. I'm giving out block trophies. I didn't think it'd be this early. We giving out block trophies. We need a song for it. Trying to think of a tune that won't get me copyright struck. No, block trophy. I did not. I did not. No, not at all. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. I don't. I'm maintaining a level of privacy here as a content creator. So no, no one will ever know whenever that transpires. But we do need to talk about. I'm gonna title this one. I have to make a thumbnail for it. What to eat in order to smell good. You know what? I got to give y'all some shout outs. To Punky Rooster. Who really brought it up though? Abby. Abby, appreciate you. I've been meaning to talk about that. No, I get that a lot. I am not from the motherland of Africa. I am not. They have some fire food though. What to eat? Yeah, what to eat to smell good? I've been meaning to talk about this for so long. So get your snacks ready. Hopefully it's not beans and rice at this hour. Okay. And I'm gonna try not to hold you long. I'm the type of person I like to get to the point. Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Appreciate you, Noah. All right. So came in here for an experiment again. Look where we at. So I'm gonna start with, because this isn't a cooking channel, I'm gonna try my best to not talk about cooking, but it does relate to this. So 2019, that's when I started eating plant-based, meatless. Food started to taste a little funny. Be careful with the food today. That's all I got to say. So, Rob, we're not getting into that. I'm giving out block trophies out here. Whatever we finna do. We getting into we giving out the block trophies because that's distracting. I don't do distractions. There we go. So I was plant-based. I didn't eat any meat. From 2019 to about three years from there. So I learned a lot that I've wanted to share with you all. So even though this isn't a cooking channel, it still relates because what you eat affects how you smells. I have talked about that in so many videos on this channel about how it projects from your body. And I used a rotten potato metaphor. So, and when I say I didn't eat meat, beef, poultry, no seafood of any kind, no fish, nothing. Vegetables, fruit. Boom. Okay. So that's just a precursor. I'm setting you up for the conversation. So, what I noticed when I was not eating meat, there's a certain way you will smell when you eat meats, and it does depend on exactly how you prepare them. If you frying it, baby, if you finna get some fry action with your smelling all over the place, it's finna project itself from its pores. If you boiling it, it's going to project a certain way. If you're baking it, it's going to project a certain way. Ladies, for your lady parts, it's going to project a certain way. One great benefit when I was plant-based, I wouldn't advise anybody to eat plant-based, but to also eat meat supplementary. you want to make sure that you eat meat in a way. Pause. You want to make sure that you're eating your proteins. That's the word I'm gonna use. You want to make sure you're eating your proteins as a side instead of a main course. You need protein to build muscle, even as a woman such as myself. You still need it. But you want to make sure that you're not heavily reliant on solely, and I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a medical professional. Let me put that disclaimer out. It's always, I'm giving the disclaimers by the time I be done gotten to the conversation. So this is my opinion of things. You want to make sure that you're eating half and half. You want to treat your vegetables like a main course, not just the meats. You want to do half and half. What I noticed is for that 3-year period, my sense would it would stick longer. And I'm talking about body washes. I'm talking about body oil specifically. Any oil-based body creams, they would stick longer. Also, the sweats, whenever I would sweat, the sweat wouldn't be as stinky. Now, granted, I still do all the work that I tell y'all about in one of them 5011 methods on this channel, one of them 5011 videos on the channel. But the scent in my pores held longer. This is one of the benefits I noticed. Never mind internally. As soon as I went to go, now it's been about a good 2 years since I've gone back to eating proteins, and I still try to offset it with eating a bit more vegetables. The benefit now is, now that I've returned back to eating my proteins, is that now I have more to choose from. I have more on the vegetable side to choose from. I have a better creative way to fix things. As far as, okay, coming up with a meal, I have to really be creative. I've been having to be creative since I was a teenager. And so for that 3-year period, that time was not wasted. I almost thought it was wasted. But then God reminded me, hey, you got more things to eat. Now, a word of caution, if you just return back to eating your proteins, try as much as you can to stay away from fried. If you eating out, try as much as you can to ask, can they grill it? Ask, can they smoke it? Ask, can they bake it? Ask, can they marinate and then bake it? Marinate and then smoke it. Try your best. Also, your bowel movements. Now, this is another disclaimer. If you eating, I'm not a vulgar person when it comes to stuff like this, but I will get to the point. The bowel movements, plant-based, not as, when you eat meat, it depends on how you fix it. Your bowel movements, I felt lighter. Not when I wasn't eating my proteins. I felt much lighter. Those bowel movements, they were a bit better. But then I had to go back to eating protein. Now, mood and energy. Now, when I was plant-based, mood and energy, I would say for the first 2 and maybe a half years of the 3 years, so about 75% of that time frame, energy was excellent. I didn't feel groggy. I didn't have those tummy upsets because I wasn't eating those proteins, and I wasn't putting my stomach through gymnastics in order to break it down and take that extra time to break down those proteins before it came out as a bowel movement. Knowing that now, I mean, whenever I would like eat something, I immediately used to feel it go through my body. Like literally, I would feel it take immediate effect. So if I drunk juice, maybe orange juice, and maybe it was to feel better or something like that, it just went straight through me. excellent benefit. Mood is great. Mainly, the biggest difference is my skin, my pores held those smells of all those perfume creams and body creams, many of which I still have. And the tummy. No tummy upsets, no no itis where you ever eat something and just I want to go to sleep now. You have to be careful with that. When you're eating plant-based, it's gonna come out of your pores. When you eat meat, it's gonna come out of your pores. And again, I'm not a nutritionist or a medical professional. That's part of the reason why I went plant-based for that short period of time. Part of the reason, one of the reasons. I got tired of feeling very groggy, and it just became a point where I was just fighting to stay energized. And so as soon as I just took it, I did it as a week challenge, and then a week became 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks became a month, and a month became 2, 3, 4, and then I made it a year, celebrated 2 years, and then that third mark, we had to return back to the protein. I think about it now in a way, it was cleaning my body out, little did I know, in some kind of way. You're welcome, Strict Racing. The replay will be up. It'll be up. I would just watch how you fix your meats, because when you go out to eat, there are certainly a whole lot more options where they have it veganized. But when I started about 2019, I threw them people into something going up in there. Hey, I'm not gonna say the name of the restaurant. I started to call them out. I'm not gonna do that. I threw them people into something. You are most welcome, Strict Racing. I threw them people into something. I went to such. I said, "Can I get this kind of sandwich, whatever thing, everything but the meat?" I get the craziest looks. I kid you not. I get the craziest looks. Sure enough, they fix it. Some people, I be done threw them straight into some. Some of them is like, I started going there so regular. Meanwhile, I would stretch out my fast food visits. That's the only way. You can have a treat when you plant-based, but if you ain't careful, you can wind up a little thickums. A little thick plant-based. Plant-based don't mean healthy, because there's unhealthy plant-based foods too. Let me be the one to put that out there for you. There's unhealthy fried vegan food, unhealthy fattening vegan food, plant-based. You could take a vegetable and fix it so unhealthy and fry it. It's like, well, you might as well had a doggone Angus burger. Sister, you might as well just had an Angus burger, brother man. It's all in how you fix it. Your stomach is going to take it on a certain way, and then your pores is going to take it on a certain way. I also noticed that as a woman, the smells, I don't have that now, but it's just, I have to be mindful now that I am eating proteins now. I'm back eating proteins, the poultry, whatever it happens to be. Now I have to make sure I don't fry it, or if you do fry it, air fry it. Be careful with those air fryers too, allegedly. But it does matter what you eat affects how you smell. It does matter. I always knew it was a thing, and I always wondered, why they drinking all this pineapple juice? Why they drinking all this? I'll tell you something else, and I wish I would have discovered it when I was plant-based, but it's better late than never. Another great thing that is great for, as a woman, I can't speak for a man because I'm not a big burly dude, but I never like to leave the men out. So do your own research. Do your own research. Go talk to Doc. As a woman, I have found some very great benefits of drinking pomegranate juice. Excellent benefits. Pomegranate juice. Cranberry juice is good too. If you're not a fan of cranberry juice, because sometimes it can be tart or way too sour for your liking, and you know why sometimes people will suggest cranberry juice for you to flush you out and you smell much, much better. Thanksgiving coming up. Don't wait till Thanksgiving to do this though. Something really, really great that you could do outside of your menstrual cycle, during your menstrual cycle, and directly after. Take cranberry, jellied cranberry sauce, the same that they have at Thanksgiving. You ain't got to wait Thanksgiving to have a good one. Empty out that jellied cranberry, or unless you like the chunky kind, whichever kind, get jellied cranberry sauce. Jellied or jellied with the whole cranberries. Make sure you get one or the other. Get yourself a nice ice cream bowl. Cut that thing in half. Save the rest. Put it in the fridge. Dice that thing up. In its purest form, it's going to be sour. I want you to take and put, it sounds unhealthy, but that cranberry portion is what you need. Now, if you don't mind eating it as it is, it's going to be a little acidic, a little sour. Eat it as it is. If not, because I couldn't stand eating it alone. Sprinkle a little bit of sugar. Brown sugar is a bit healthier. Or either coconut palm sugar. A little bit on top. Then go get yourself some fat-free or dairy-free whipped cream. A little bit on top. Dig that spoon in it, eat it. I also ate that as a treat when I was plant-based, because I was like, well, ain't no ice creams. Before I discovered towards the end of my 3-year journey that there were dairy-free ice cream, I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to lay off the sweet. That it'll satisfy the craving, but because of the benefits of eating cranberry for your lady parts, you're still getting what you need there. Now, if you could make cranberry, jellied cranberry in the natural way, I would go that way and take some dried cranberries. They're already sweet enough if you buy them from the store. But if you do it naturally, then that's when you could actually control the amount of sugar. Brown sugar is a bit healthier. Put that in there. Put a little bit of whipped cream on top. You're still getting your cranberry intake without having to chug that sour cranberry juice if you don't want to go that route. I just happen to have maybe, you know, I'm right in the middle with cranberry juice. I love it, but sometimes it get to be too much and get to be too tart, and I'd rather have the dried cranberries. That works wonders for down there as a woman. Excellent. Excellent. And matter of fact, that make me want it now. But you know what time it is? Over here in the United States, it's sometime in the morning, which is why I said I'm not going to hold y'all long, so I'm going to keep my promise. Oh, if you are in the pescatarian route, or maybe you like to eat seafood or fish, I would opt for, there's not like good fried fish, but you want to watch it. You want to get that thing steamed. You want to air fry it, or you want to bake it and marinate that in some sauce, but put over it. Marinate it prior to baking. You want to do more baking over frying. Unless it's air frying, then it's like, you can slide with it. You can slide with it. Vegetables you could steam or lightly saute. And also you want to change your butters and cooking oils from something to, from all those other traditional oils. You want to just solely cook with olive oil. Butter, no salt. You want to do that because with those oil, you ever walked into somebody's house and they fried fish or they fried chicken, then the whole house smelled like, and then everybody got to grab Febreze or something? or burn one of them Bath and Body Works candles, it's what you frying it with. Change to an olive oil, change to a almost scentless oil, change to an oil that has a high heating point. Olive oil is not the best for that, so you could try peanut oil too, and just be careful with that because your house can wind up smelling like you George Washington Carver trying to make peanut butter. Read your history book. Read your history book. I feel like this is just the first layer of cake, and I'm just starting off. 'Cause I've been meaning to talk to y'all about what you eat does affect how you smell. Potatoes you want to be careful with because they tend to make you very gassy. So if you about to go somewhere, don't fix them potatoes. If you're gonna make potato wedges, you fix it on day you ain't going nowhere. You ain't finna have company to the house. Okay, and have you some maybe not Febreze, but some maybe plant-based air freshener or something. Or good smelling all-purpose cleaner, or have a bottle of Fabuloso, Fabuloso, what is it? Fabuloso, diluted with a little bit of water in a spray bottle, just handy in your cleaning closet, so that way you can freshen up the place after, and in some antacids, because that gasiness make you smell too, and not only out your pores, but it's gonna show in your bowel movements too, and you passing all that gas. And if you know, like I know, I don't want to be around nobody, and I'm about to pow, 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 all over the place. I want to be in the bathroom, away from everyone, away from everyone and everything. Okay. This is not sponsored, but poo-pourri. You want to get something like that and put it in there as a complimentary thing in your bathroom when you do have company over, including yourself. If you have multiple bathrooms, you spray the toilet on the inside where the water is naturally housed in there. After you flush, it refills with fresh water. Start over again. Spray that poo-pourri, then you go. It's supposed to, there's something in it that helps combat against you come in there and pow, 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 and dropping a few of them. I'm trying not to be graphic here because people may be snacking at this hour. We got people here that's in different time zones. If you don't remember anything else, it is more so how you're fixing your food that affects how you smell and how it projects from your pores and your skin versus what you eat. But you still want to watch what you eat. I am not a medical professional. I'm just sharing my experience. And I would like to share, last year I lost weight, implementing some of this as well, but I won't share it in this video. So if you're just coming in now watching, I will change the title and run it back. It'll be public up there for you, and I'll appropriately title it so that way you can play it from the beginning and catch up. But if you would like to see more videos like this, I'm going to put this directly in the body care playlist that's related to this on either side. When it allows me to, I'll link you to it. It has been fun. I thank all of you for giving me this idea, especially Miss Abby. Thank you. You brought up dropping a few, and look what it led to. Romans 8 verse 28 and in progress again. Until next time, you are what you eat, including how it makes you smell.